I am totally muted. I pushed the wrong button. Chat, I did it again. It's 2 nights in a row. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yep. We're doing something new tonight. Beyond learning to press the right button on the new controller that I got. You need to press that button, not that one. We're playing some Starcraft 2 tonight. And you heard me talking and saw me talking about a lot of stuff that I played as a kid. But I played a lot of Starcraft, played a lot of Age of Empires, played a lot of Supreme Commander, Subcom, lots of that stuff. And tonight we're playing Starcraft 2. LathinX is gonna, or is a bot? I gotta figure out what he wants to be called. Is gonna show me the ropes on some of the multiplayer aspects, some of the co-ops, and since there's some free things to do, we can hang out and do some stuff and things. A little mix it up. I am a variety streamer. I like to play all kinds of games. We're not just gonna hang out in one game. Believe it or not, last night I decided I was going to do one more Turkulon, and I ended up getting the trophy for this season or for this event. So I can't get another one of those, and that pretty much concludes what I want to do with Turkulon, chat. So don't worry, we're not missing out on some stuff. When I finally get to buying a house, I am saving up to buy the first house in Brimstone. I want to buy the big house in Brimstone as my first house. So we're getting into that tonight. We'll see how it goes. If it gets bored, we'll do something else. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. RTS games are usually fun, and I'll try to talk you through what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, so that if you're interested in the game, you'll kind of have an idea for what's going on. But anyway, he's waiting. Let's hop right into this. Let me flop over here and turn the music down just a touch, and turn on chat. Yo, how are you? Hello? There he is.
How's it going?
Other than forgetting to turn my mic on when my stream started, so I'm literally talking to nothing. Going pretty good. I saw you sent me an invite, but it seems to have expired.
That's fine. I'll say no.
Are we doing co-op, multiplayer, versus what's the...
So co-op is generally what I've been doing because it's a little bit of a different flavor than your standard
Yeah.
versus or any of that stuff.
Yep. I do like a good co-op. And then as far as like getting... Do I need to pick a hero, or does that come later?
No, you get to picking a hero. So basically the first 3 on there are 100% free. So you get Raynor, Kerrigan, and what's his name?
Whoever the Protoss...
Artanis.
Yeah. Whoever the Protoss person is.
Yeah. So
Which...
and basically the difference of this than with normal modes. So any of the heroes, if you look at them, they'll have kind of like a basic info, which kind of gives you just a little bit of a rundown of kind of like their strengths and stuff in the game. You'll also see you have units because they kind of have a limited roster, so they're not like the full roster of heroes that you normally have with Protoss or Terran. They kind of specialize in certain units.
Yep.
And then potentially as you upgrade and level up, because they have an actual level, you'll unlock the additional ones that are grayed out.
Interesting.
And the same thing goes with the upgrade path. So you'll sit there and look at the upgrades, and it shows you what you get at each level. So like the playstyle really starts to unlock as you start to level up or work with a standard hero. One of the cool ones, so this is a guy I've just been leveling, the one I have selected right now, Phoenix. And basically, I just got him to a point right now where all of my buildings are stupid cheap to build, and I don't have to follow tech trees anymore, so I can build any building at any time.
That's pretty sick.
So
what's the downside?
Well, there isn't a downside. So I mean, other than like all of my units take a really long time to build, and normally they take extra hero slots.
Gotcha.
So like a basic Z-lot takes 6 hero slots instead of only taking 3.
Yeah. Okay. So they penalize you. So you get to stuff faster, but things are distributed different. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. And if I pick random, does that mean I could get any hero in the whole list, or just any that I've unlocked?
So you have them all right now that you can play up until level 5, 100% free.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Because it says purchase, so I figured I didn't know if that would stop me or not. Okay.
Yeah, no. So it doesn't stop you. You can play them up to level 5, and even after level 5, you can continue to play them. They just won't level past 5.
Gotcha. Okay. I just
So it lets
basically
you
won't be able to
try
use
them
all the
all for free.
units.
Yeah, and actually the units are only like $5. So if you find one you like, I mean, hey, $5 isn't that big of a splurge,
Mm-hmm.
generally speaking. So,
And there's what, 2,
yeah.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 of them. $90.
There's yeah. Well, when you put it that way,
It's a AAA game, is what Blizzard's trying to say. AAA game and a
it,
half.
I mean, they have done a lot to open up this mode. It's
Mm-hmm.
definitely a very interesting thing that they've done. And then the other thing is they have the mutations,
Oh yeah,
which
yep.
every
I saw
week
those.
they'll change it up, kind of like New World. Um, some of the mutations are really brutal. Like it costs resources every time you issue a command to your units.
Oh geez,
Yeah, so you tell your units to mine 3 times accidentally, and there's 100 gold.
just gone. Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
painful for the heavy RTS players who just click 1,000 times a second.
and see that every click needs to be meaningful.
Yep, yep. And then the upgrades, is that also level locked as well, or is that just
Yeah, so
so?
the upgrades are level locked,
Oh,
and that's
that's so
basically
each
you
each
get.
level you get a thing. Okay,
Yep. So each level you unlock something new or something kind of different with
interesting.
it, and then once you hit level 15, there is the customize
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as well. So there's an additional level of changes that you can do, as well as you can go back
Interesting.
to level 1. So on a character, you get to level 15, and after that point, you can then sit there and do what they call prestiging. And that lets you kind of go back and it will give you like an ulterior play style of that unit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's the one that has like a big detractor. So like example of this guy is all of my heroes have like an extra 100% armor, and my cooldowns are reduced by 50%. But my disadvantage is all my suits cooldowns are increased by 700%.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, cool. So
Hmm.
I'm stronger, but I also have
Also,
a huge cooldown reduction.
yep, yep, yep. Okay. All right. Well, if I always enjoyed playing Protoss. What's the best Protoss, like, other than the one that you're, because
So
you're
I
probably gonna play
would,
Phoenix right there, right? So
well, so yeah, I'm probably so this one right here is probably my favorite out of them all, but I already have her at 15.
yeah,
So
but she's Zerg though,
that
right?
right, no, she's 100% Protoss.
Interesting.
And her basic thing is you want to build a ton of gateways, and you basically get the ability to just warp in your stalkers and Dark Templars, and you can just warp them in any place you have a pylon. So
Hmm.
you just build up to the point of where like you drop down a pylon magically from the sky because you can warp in pylons automatically. You don't have to have you know, and then you can just drop down your troops. And then when they're standing within your dark pylon that you can summon, they're cloaked. So anything standing within your dark pylons are also invisible. So huge power bonus.
Is there a Protoss class that special, or like a Protoss one that specializes in like late game attacks?
So the late game, the stalkers are very late game attacks.
Okay.
So they're early game and
Because
all
I'm hearing you
around
describe that
pretty good.
gameplay, and I'm like, I don't know if that's me,
Okay.
but I
Well,
don't
so
know.
Phoenix is the one that has carriers. So that's essentially like Phoenix. I'm now to the point of with him where I
You're like flying stuff around. Yeah.
well, it's very late game, and with the upgrade I just got at level 10, which makes it so that my tech structures are basically super cheap. I can basically go straight for carriers, and as long as I have the gas mines
Mm-hmm.
enabled, I can go air like first thing, and I don't have to wait. So basically, he gets real quick to get to end game. As
Hmm.
far as the others, I've played them a little bit, but um,
I think I'm just gonna.
my,
I think I'm just gonna go random because I think I'm gonna sit here and think about what I want to do all night long.
Well, let me just advise try her first
Try her. Okay.
because I can give the most opinion on her.
Sure.
So if you have any issues or whatever, a lot of these there's a like if you get this Zerg guy over here, he is supposedly really wonky to play. A
Yeah.
lot of people love him, but he is like a healer.
Interesting.
So supposedly very good support, but not great on attack.
Okay. And
Those are like the things that.
okay. Cool. Cool. I think I've already got my settings dialed in. The game launched in 1080p, and I was like, ooh, that was a 1440p monitor, and I've got way more frame rates than 30. So, do I have to do anything to lock her in? Like, how do I?
You just hit ready at the bottom.
Oh, you're also selected on her.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. You're right. I meant to do that. There we go. Double prods.
Turn my. Oh, I did not turn my music off.
That's fine. You can do all that in game still.
Yeah. Oh, this isn't one of those games that doesn't let you do that. How many RTS games were released in the early 2000s that did not let you change stuff? I'm looking at you, Civilization. I'm looking at you.
See, I was in there playing recently. I've been playing Settlers. My brother kind of threw out their Settlers 3. It's an
But that
old game.
Yep.
From like
I used to play that game a metric crap ton.
Yeah, me and my brother used to play it a ton as well. So, what is it? GOG re-released it. Although you still have to go out and edit your registry in order to make it play on a modern day chip.
Does it let you zoom out farther? I feel like I should be able to zoom out farther than where I'm zoomed out currently.
No, I think that's basically the locked-in perspective.
Interesting. Okay.
Because middle mouse will let you zoom out to what the max is.
That's sad. Okay. So I've already got, and I've got nothing on Vespine gas. Let's grab some of you guys. Go to Vespine gas, please. You go over there.
And yeah, probably get a pylon starting to build. And pretty much like you'll have a number over your base that shows you how many workers are currently on your minerals. If you...
I don't see the build menu.
You select a worker.
Yes.
And then B should be the build menu.
Ah, okay. There we go. What is this symbol here beside my... Oh, okay, that's just where they spawn. Okay. I promise I'm not a complete noob. It's just been a little bit. I must build a simulator first.
No, man, you're fine. If I've played with complete noobs, I mean, Kisara on here is still very much a noob when he plays. On this mode, what we're going to be doing, so the co-op part of this, and they kind of start you off with a crystal right here at the beginning. We're going to be taking our workers and trying to collect these crystals. So you have one right there to kind of...
The first crystal has been turned in, putting a little more time on what I'm calling the countdown to destruction.
And you see, we only have 6 minutes to win this game, but that's not real. It's like the clock on a football game.
This report from Terry, our seismologist, who says seismic activity is increasing. That means lava, and it's coming soon.
18...
I've just gotten an update. The lava is here.
Pitch up a couple of turns for defense as well.
Yeah, that's what we're working on. Can I queue up builds? Nice.
Yeah, so if you hold down shift, you can queue up multiple things.
For now.
Yes.
But when the burning tides rise again, We'll be there.
And so along the top of your bar, you should see a couple of extra buttons. So one of those is to call in a pylon when you have enough energy, and you'll slowly accrue it. And that pylon that you call in is the one that will cloak your troops. And you can call it in any place you can see. So as long as you have fog of war off the area, you can call it in wherever.
And then the does that follow troops or is it stationary?
It's stationary. So basically, it gives you a point to to just kind of drop them, and then what you want to do is if you get a gateway built, and then build a cybernetics core after that. I can actually demo it.
Obviously, they're going to come up this ramp, probably, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna want to go on the offensive for too long.
Prepare yourselves. The enemy is inbound on our base.
They're coming in right now, but more than likely on the next, because the whole map floods with lava, and if you're caught on the low grounds when that happens, your troops will be destroyed.
In seismic activity.
Right here is going to be the next flow of lava.
Finally be the big one.
If you look off the ramp, you'll see the how high lava comes up.
The lava surge is back, viewers. Let's watch as the low ground is engulfed in molten rock and fire.
Yes, exactly. Oh. There, now it's all flooded. So if your troops are stuck down there, they are no longer your troops. Or various areas of high ground. Okay.
I like to think the lava moves the crystals around. Terry says that's unscientific. Don't listen to Terry. I'm getting word the enemy forces are attacking.
So if you build a cybernetics core, okay, you
Yep.
got one going.
Yeah, there's one going.
Erupts.
I've already got upgrades
So
going
if
as well.
okay, so if you have extra resources, build yourself like 3 or 4 gateways. I mean, you want like 5 or 6 by the end, if not more.
Yeah.
So just start building some extra gateways.
Waiting for workers to collect a crystal and bring it to the stabilizer. Hopefully things pick up soon.
So the enemy seeks to attack our base. They will regret it.
Let's try. Hold on, thank you.
Upgrade. Your allies' base. Your allies are in battle.
How do you destroy a unit?
So you can, you mean like one of your own units?
Yes.
You tell your units to attack it.
There's no like detonate or something like that.
Nope, no. You just have to tell your units to kill it,
Or you don't
or
get
you
any.
go suicide
You
it.
don't get any mats back. Okay.
No.
I'm sorry, buildings.
What are you trying to kill?
Or I guess I meant buildings.
Same thing. Yeah, there's no way to like reclaim. But what building are you trying to get rid of?
A turret. I built it in the wrong spot.
It's fine. You can build around it. If you look at my base, it's all disorganized.
I guess it's never bad to have extra turrets.
No. So, okay. First place I really want to do is take out that middle. But...
Another quake. Another lava surge coming soon. Trust Donnie Vermillion to get you the updates you need. We're 4 minutes away from the planet's destruction.
Ooh, I hope
Keep
that
watching
little
UNN
guy
for
makes it.
constant coverage. Another lava surge has come.
Yeah.
We'll have more after this short message from our sponsor.
Okay, so in the cybernetics core,
Breaking news.
you want to research the thing in the bottom left-hand corner.
Oh, the warp gate, yes.
Has been drawn to the
Yes.
scene. It
And
could
then that
create
turns it so that you can do,
unimaginable chaos.
so if you focus like right next to your core,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at where your nexus is, so that lets you do this. And it said you can just summon in your troops and you don't have to build them.
As quickly as it surges, the lava recedes. Now
And
it's
it
up to the
said you wait on a
workers to
cooldown
reach
as
those
opposed to
new
waiting for them to
crystal
build a unit.
formations in time.
Do we have to? So I'm assuming we need to go explore and find the.
The crystals, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, you know, venture forth and start clearing if you want to clear off your side, or if you want to just come join me over on this side. Second base locations are over here. So when we clear that area, we'll have a spot to build an extra base to get some more resources.
We are one with the shadows. It shall be as you say.
Oh, I found somebody over here.
Very well. We move unseen. It shall be as you say. Intriguing. I shall oversee this battle from above. Cold is the void. I am recalling our warriors now.
Some support.
The enemy is en route to our base. Nerazim, ignite your blade.
So say like one of those pylons you can summon in, dropping every now would be good, like on us. Then everyone gets cloaked, including my troops.
The lava has arrived once more, and UNN's
There you go.
crew is on the scene.
And then with your gateways, you can now just click right above your map. There is a thing to select all your warp gates. If you have the core selected.
Salamander has resurfaced.
And then you can just
The
hold down
commanders
shift,
are
click a
going to
troop,
do
and then
something.
summon them in.
Now just might be the time.
And then you can just keep summoning stalkers, so you just kind of keep moving around and building your stalker forces instead of having to bring them back from your base. You can just summon them right into the battlefield.
So if it's a gateway, I can't build things, but I can summon stuff.
Looks like the lava has fully
Right.
receded.
Okay, so I
Can
need
the
to
commander's
do that.
workers
I need to
make
build
up
more
for the
things.
lost time?
Yep. So that's why, I normally get up to almost 10 gateways, and then that lets you basically build an entire army every time.
Your allies are in battle. We embrace upgrade complete.
So you have them build and they show up right next to it, and then
Your allies are in battle.
how do you get them to do you have to do something special to get them to go through the gate, or?
Your allies' base is besieged.
No. So you turn the your gateways. You want them to turn into the thing that has the orb on them, whatever they call them,
Yes.
the warp gates.
Yes.
Right, and then once they're a warp gate, that's how you summon in units. They no longer build units; instead, they're being teleported in.
Oh, so they just get stored in there and then.
Yeah, or basically, it's a free. It summons them freely, but then it puts it on a cooldown.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's basically like the reverse of building them, because you get them instantly, but then they're on cooldown.
Send a worker over to get that one. Get these crystals here.
Okay.
And I can get that other crystal as well.
Your allies are in battle.
I am gonna head for the middle. And clear us a place for our second bases.
My life for ire. My life. Your allies are in battle.
Our seismologist believes the coming lava surge is breaching the mantle. Terry, this is
Bring down your characters around low ground.
I may have. May have lost a worker or two.
But it's still too early for celebration. I'm getting a report
Still got a
that
few
the
seconds.
lava is surging right now. Let's switch to Lava Cam 6. The salamander has resurfaced. I normally don't editorialize, but that thing looks angry.
Your allies are in battle. Very well. All forces to my location. Very well.
Oh, they put my fleet beacon, bastards.
The lava surge is ending, viewers, but stay with us. I'm sure there's a lot more excitement to come.
And doing some upgrading.
Your allies' base is besieged. Deploying onto the front line.
Try my own thing too.
The timetable says workers should be collecting crystals by now. Makes you wonder, did Valerian choose the wrong allies?
The heart of darkness. You require my skills.
So, you should be able to send a worker into the middle
It shall be
and
as
start
you
building a
say.
new base there.
Where exactly? Oh, right there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll take the one.
I'll take the one that my guys are next to at the moment. Oh. Oh.
I'm a dragon once more.
That earthquake only signals
So if I
one
select
thing.
all of the all warp
Another
gates, do I get
lava
when I click a
surge
unit?
is
Do I get
coming
one unit for
soon.
each of those warp gates, or?
Yep. So that's why you hold down shift. So if you click a
Here's
unit,
the
hold down
lava.
shift, you can
Watch
keep
the low
summoning them.
ground,
Okay,
viewers.
and I
And you
want
can
the
summon.
the glowing orb over it, right?
The glowing orb over it. Which glowing orb?
Oh, like over the over the gateway or over the.
Oh yeah. That way that they can be. That's why they can summon them other places.
State thy.
It looks like that surge is finally over with. Let's watch the commanders get back to work.
Thanks.
Your allies are in battle.
Let me go ahead and summon.
All right, that's kind of cool.
Your allies' base is besieged. Our pylon is under attack.
The commander's workers should collect the crystals and bring them to the stabilizer soon. We'll be here when they begin.
You must construct additional pylons. You must construct additional pylons.
What? I don't have enough pylons. What?
From the front.
What happened?
No,
To...
pylons under attack. They'll. If you don't have enough pylons, you just need to construct a bunch somewhere.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies' base is besieged.
You have a couple of clusters of pylons in a few locations, just because start taking up too much room.
How do I build my hero?
I don't think you have a hero. You have the ability to bring in the. That's basically what your abilities are, is the cloaking and the invisibility and stuff.
Gotcha.
Our enemies will.
My thing is, I have heroes.
Allies are in battle.
Might as well grab this. I have some. Not doing anything. Put it on.
Your allies are in battle.
Oh,
The
actually, I'm gonna go ahead and
telltale
move.
rumbling
Oh,
has
no.
begun. I expect we'll be seeing a lava surge soon, and a big one.
Let's get Phoenix out.
Another lava surge is here. Evacuation of the low ground had better be underway.
I can do what I want to. Please make it little scout.
Flames spread as
You
the
are
molten
only hope.
salamander resurfaces. Will the Dominion's allies intervene,
Ha ha ha,
or leave
made it.
this creature unchecked? Looks like they're flying over the lava. That's a bold move with those lava spouts. They know about the lava spouts, right?
This is a bonus objective. I'm just gonna wipe them out.
While molten sal is no more,
We'll get
its
extra XP at the
contributions
end.
to this fair
Okay.
city will never be forgotten.
Wish I could shut off this like stupid
We're
commentator guy.
hearing that the lava is receding, and the race
Yeah,
to
he's only in
reactivate
this one.
the stabilizer is
They
back on.
they have like 5 or 6 different types of modes. There's like one that's a tug of war. There's a couple where it's like, destroy these points in a certain amount of time.
The timetable says workers
A
should
few
be
that are like
collecting
base
crystals
defense,
by
where
now.
they keep
Makes
sending
you
wave
wonder,
after wave
did
at us.
Valerian choose the wrong allies?
I like for hire. I like for hire.
I'm here in the shadows.
Some workers to grab some.
More lava? Coming soon? I don't believe you. Admit it. You're desperate for attention, Terry. Word is the lava is hitting now. Let's go live to the planetary feed.
Y'all make it? No, 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 no.
Only 25% remains till the stabilizer is charged. But is there enough time left?
I am here in the
You have not enough minerals. I like for hire.
I have enough right here.
Can't do very many upgrades. Twilight Council. I don't have that.
The lava has
I don't think I can
receded
build
once
that.
more, leaving both crystals and destruction.
It should be
in its
underneath
wake.
the advanced buildings.
Is that
It's V as far as the build menu goes.
V?
Yeah, that's probably council you start building Dark Templars, or I think you have to build that plus something else.
All right, where am I going with this army? I gotta wipe somebody out, right?
So there should be somebody down here if you want to fight. Although the map's almost done, we're almost done with this round.
I just have a little bit of an army. We're at. Oh, we're
Where's your
down.
army? Yeah, I can bring them. Just boom, they're with me.
That earthquake only signals one thing.
They're in the lower
Another
corner.
lava surge is coming soon.
Yeah.
Lava surge is back, viewers. Let's watch as the low ground is engulfed in molten
Yep, your units are about to die. They're
Oh no.
For the reckoning. Intriguing.
I mean, I could be really evil and just literally summon them all into lava.
That would be mean.
Initiating mass recall.
I know, right?
The glory of battle.
It looks like the surge is over for now. But when the burning tides rise again, we'll be there.
Is the Stalker considered an air unit or not?
It is not an air unit, but it can attack air. So the upgrades for it are not going to be in the cybernetics; they're going to be in the forge.
Gotcha.
We're still waiting for workers to collect a crystal and bring it to the stabilizer. Hopefully things pick up soon.
You can also, I believe, click on the stalker, and then it will show you a little stat thing showing you what the damages are.
You must place that in a power field. Your allies are in battle.
I like foot high.
You have not enough minerals.
I like foot high.
Another quake. Another lava surge coming soon. Trust Donnie Vermillion to get you the updates you need.
That's
Complete.
yeah.
Another lava surge is here. Evacuation of the low ground had better be underway.
Build my probes.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
Viewers, a commander's air units have just been hit by a lava spout. And I've got the footage.
Oops.
Let's replay it.
Yeah. I lost the carrier.
The lava surge is ending, viewers. But stay with us. I'm sure there's a lot more excitement to come.
Your allies are in battle.
I'm a dragoon once more.
Upgrade complete.
Man, that dark pylon combined with like being able to
The
summon.
commander's workers should collect the crystals
That's
and bring
pretty
them
sick.
to the stabilizer soon.
I know, right?
I
It's a
finally, I
instant
finally
army.
understand how that works now, and we're good to go.
And then later on, your Dark Pylons also get the ability to recall troops to them as well. So then you can also click on the dark power line, kind of like my guy, where I can just recall everyone to him. You can then do that with the dark power line as well.
Another increase in seismic activity. A lava surge is coming. Will this finally be the big one?
Not enough minerals. Highlight for hire.
I'm getting a report that the lava is surging right now. Let's switch to lava cam.
I'm wiping out this base up here.
Sounds good.
Hard enough to get my units to work together.
So you do have the F2, which will select all of your units,
All of the
all your attack units. Period.
okay.
It shall be.
Which is also a button that's over top of your map, so it will select all
Yes, I do
offensive
see that,
units.
Okay.
Very well.
All right. Where is there more bases?
The lava is receding.
Down
and the
there.
race to
The
reactivate
bases are
stabilizer is
gone,
back
but now
on.
we just need to escort back crystals. And they're going to have little small things. So what I'm about to do is start sending random squads of units to go patrol all over the map. And try to...
So where should I take my army?
You require my skill.
just start sending them out to kind of scout between here and the crystals. Because basically we want to capture those crystals.
We're still waiting for workers to collect a crystal and bring it to the stabilizer.
It sounds like all we need is
Hopefully things
one.
pick up soon.
Upgrade
I
complete.
think we're just one short. I'm sending a probe to each one of the ones that's on the map.
Your allies' base is besieged. Your allies are in battle.
Where are the units coming from?
Enemy Noah fury.
They just like floating
They
armies?
just keep summoning. Yeah, no, they the computer cheats
Oh, gotcha.
in this game. So every lava flow it respawns some units. There we go.
The might of the purifiers.
The planet is saved.
There we go. Yeah, we had enough crystals. Victory is ours. And that was the part I needed to get my next level.
1.5 levels.
Not bad, not bad. Let me give you.
If I hit leave, that doesn't leave the party, right?
Nope, nope. That just leaves the thing.
Okay.
So you get the extremely overpowered thing that your Vespian gas mines no longer need harvesters. You
Oh,
just build the gas
legit.
mines and they'll auto harvest.
That's legit.
So let's see. So I just want to go random.
All right, that was. Now that I kind of understand, I'm back into like how the game functions. Like,
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
it's like nothing like getting thrown into a new game with entirely new rules.
oh, it's not. I mean, I played this before. It was just like a long time ago. And
Well-
then getting like, what are the buttons again? And like, okay, how do I navigate? Okay, here we go.
Right,
So-
but so the counterpoint would be is if you got someone like Hans and Horner, which this character is one of my friend's favorite, you build your only air, you build it like with an SUV. So they're buildings that then lift off and they act as air support,
Interesting.
and they're also where you build your troops out of.
Interesting.
Yes, but then you also build ways to teleport in your air support. And it's just it's a really cool play style, but it definitely takes a lot of getting used to.
Yeah, because you're mobile the whole time.
Right. And then this guy over here, he just builds scores and scores of little crappy units that easily die. But the whole thing is you just build tons of them,
Just
basically.
build, it's Victory through swarm. Yep, that's legit. I might try that one next.
Well, if it recommends for experienced players.
Oh, sure.
Because it is also one of those that's kind of weird. And then this guy has a huge ion cannon that he can shoot anywhere on the map with.
Cool.
So his laser drill. And then the big thing is he also is the one who gets to build doors. So the huge heavy armors, as well as a transport that can move them.
All right, I'm gonna play her. I'm gonna get her to 5, and then I'll experiment on other things.
Like I said, there's a lot of interesting things, and I've like barely scratched the surface on these guys. Like this is just my my most recent experiment was to try to get this guy up to 15 to see. I almost didn't even get him over 5 because man, the beginning with him is super slow. Just trying to build zealots. But then you get to 10, and then all of a sudden everything's stupid easy because he can build stuff for half price.
Commanders, are you real? Sorry, been here a while, and the terrazine, not the best for my sanity. It's not. In case you are real, someone out there's been messing with my harvesting bots. Would you mind keeping an eye on them for me?
So just a thing, now that your things are free, just want to go ahead and build your 2 Vespian gas mines.
Yep.
You don't need probes for them. Alright, I will stop side seat commanding.
No, please tell me. I was building workers to do that, and I was like, wait, I don't need to wait to do that. Whoa. What was the? Are you? Did you not build anything? I told you to build something. I don't have any. All right, let's build some pylons all over.
So another little thing with Protoss that is kind of helpful to know is that on your Nexuses, basically once you've filled up all your workers, there is Chrono Boost that you can move over to another building, and it will increase the production of anything that building is doing by 20%.
So right now the chrono boost on the assimilator, that's doing crystal at 20%, or is that?
No, so that's helping you build minions faster.
Looks like
Gotcha.
a geyser's about
So you'll build the workers
One
quicker.
of my bots will depart for it shortly.
But once you've filled up all your workers, you can then move it over to another building, like your research centers or anything like that, to help research quick.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
The enemy will fear my blades.
Also, if you have a minion, or the second you have like a zealot or anything picked, you probably want to go clear off your second base, just over on the corner, right above you.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I don't have to worry about lava
My
flows.
bot
Okay.
is departing now. It's
No, we
fully
don't have to worry about
automated,
lava
so
or
all you have
anything
to
on
do is
this,
keep it
and
alive.
that also helps
Yes,
because
it's alive. It's alive!
They just have something on top of them, so that's
Sorry.
the block.
Enemy forces have converged on my bots! Everybody get in there! What's this?
Your allies
Enemy forces en route to my bots? It's just like Belshir said.
Oh, I need to get it. Frick. I forgot to build the cybernetics core.
Our enemies will burn.
allies are in battle.
The bot is heading back. It's scared, so you should keep it company.
Yeah, I'm sending my Phoenix over there to help clear off here.
I just forgot to build a cybernetics core. We're good now. How do you move the Chronos thing?
Back in town. The bots are back in town.
So you click on your Nexus, and the hotkey is C, or you just click the button within the window.
Upgrade complete.
More geysers are going to be active soon. And don't ask how I know that. I just do.
And I did catch that brief little thing. So as far as like what to call me, you can call me either Zabat or you can call me Lathan.
What do you prefer?
Lathan was my either or. Zabat's the newer of the two names.
Why the
Lathan
name
was
change?
mostly just because some games you require more than one name, and I started liking kind of build a little lore and all that stuff in my head. So
Bots away! What? I thought it was funny. Belshir laughs every time I tell it.
all right. I'm moving to defend the one point. If you have any troops to defend the other,
Where?
Allies are in battle.
Which one am I defending?
If you want to defend the one up top,
Guys! Who are they again?
I don't remember how to do the paint.
Just need to summon
Lasts forever and being destroyed. My bots, of course!
I don't think I have enough people.
They're attacking my bots! Commanders!
I'm a dragoon once more.
We got him.
Your
Alright,
allies
where
are in battle.
is... Build me some more of these, please. Please,
Upgrade
please.
complete.
Here.
The bots are returning to me now. I can always count on them to do that, unlike some people! The enemy's attacking my bots. Jeez, commanders! Can't you keep a hold of aggro?
You motherfucker. Question my aggro abilities.
Ignite your blades, my warriors. The enemy comes for our base.
You have not enough minerals.
Alright.
Hey, great job, commanders. My bots are safe and sound. Do you do this sort of thing often?
State thy bidding.
Looks like we're making progress. It's gonna take more terrazine than that to finish my, research. That's right.
Why do I feel like he's not using that terrazine for research?
It makes you wonder. Oh crap! Do I have any army? Here we go.
Looks like there will be more geysers soon. You can always count on Belshir to provide what you need. Oh, what? They're siphoning the terrazine from Belshir's fauna. Commanders, try to free it if you can.
Not enough minerals.
Stop telling me I don't have enough minerals and just get more minerals, please.
Yeah. I mean, can I just go into debt? I mean, can we not do like a mineral debt?
Our
Like,
government
I'll pay
can
back-
spend however much money they want, and it doesn't affect them.
Right.
Why can't I do that?
One. Oh, unlimited resources. Where's the no cow level? Operation Fall.
My bots
Show me the
really
money.
want to get to the terrazine. Oh, they're kind of impatient, so I'm letting them out now. Oh, that's just great. The enemy is moving toward my bots. I knew I should have put more turrets on those things. The Belshir Glider's terrazine won't last forever. If you want to save it, you'll have to do it before it's completely drained. My bots are under attack! My bots are under attack!
Look in there.
Your allies are in battle. Shadow Guard ready for deployment.
We embrace the glory of battle.
Our
Who's
pylon
not the
is under
bonus
attack.
objective?
You know, I've
Mine
never
do that.
noticed those things floating around here before. I wonder where they came from. Those guys are smashing my bots to pieces, and I really don't want to pick up after them.
Upgrades.
Your allies are in battle.
Good morning, Commanders! The enemy's eating my bots for breakfast! And the race is on! Which bot will make it back to me first? My money's on Gary. He always gets the best oil.
Oop, oop, oop.
The enemy will fear my blades.
Your allies are in battle.
Where are we fighting next?
No point has
Good news,
been
Commanders. My
put
bots
out
have
yet,
brought me terrazine.
but chances
news
are
for
it's
me.
going to be out into the black. So if you have an army you want to go explore,
Oh, I'm just saving resources to drop wherever that is, and I'll just drop a bunch of them whenever you found it.
okay. We can also do. Where are I
Ready
don't
our
have a.
defenses. Our foes are on the march.
I do have a 7 explore. I do not have a gateway. So I can actually drop some mobile pylons too. Well, semi-mobile pylons.
I'm here in the shadows. Our pylon is under attack.
Woo! My bots are back! That means it's tea time!
Solarite Dragoon operational.
Are my terrazine tanks half empty or half full? Huh. This wouldn't be a problem if
Oh,
they
great!
were
I have
completely
units
full.
stuck. That's excellent. Ideal.
Your
Stuck where?
allies are
In the base?
battle.
Yeah.
What?
The little
Oh.
little workers.
Some geysers are going to be opening
Okay, here. I'm gonna help you out
My
here.
bots can smell them.
Yeah, he's about to be unstuck.
Oh, I'm
I
gonna pick 'em up.
unstuck it.
There's one over here too. How do I mark?
I think it's shifting or shifting right. What is it? Done it.
It's over my second base. I've got a little probe stuck between the Twilight Council and a crystal structure.
See him.
You're just sucking them up to a plane or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there any way I can increase harvesting or not?
No. Basically, there's the cap on how many things can be
Sending out the best
on
of my
a
bots.
crystal node,
Best of
and
what's
that's
left,
what that
anyway.
number of your base represents. Is how many you can have harvesting at one time. Any more than that, and it's not as efficient.
I see you, enemy scum! They're going to attack my bots, commanders.
Your allies are in battle.
So my forces.
Allies are in battle.
My bots are taking damage! Terrible, terrible damage!
Your allies are in battle.
Go exploring up here for a little bit.
Looks like they've trapped another Belshir glider.
Well,
You
found
know
a
what to
hero.
do, or not do, commanders.
There you go.
Please, please, stop the enemy from breaking my stuff!
Your allies are in battle.
These guys are smashing my bots to pieces. I really don't want to pick up after them. Oh, there goes one of my bots.
Oh shit!
Too
Didn't
many
get
of
there in
them, I
time.
won't be able to harvest any more terrazine.
That's fine.
Okay, we can lose up to 3.
Terrazine tank is full. My bots are making the return trip now. Don't let them get away from you. My bots are under attack. My bots are under attack.
By what?
I know. Which spot's under attack? I don't. I mean, I have a whole friggin' Armada carrying the one.
Yeah, we have only a limited amount of time to save the Belshir glider's life. Try not to forget about it. This being forgotten sucks.
Allies are in battle.
The enemy's attack will be upon us soon.
All forces to my location.
And you get 3 minutes to kill him.
Your allies are in battle. Babylon is under attack. Your allies are in battle.
Hey, did you happen to save any of the extracted terrazine? No? Okay, well, that's okay.
State thy bidding.
Well, commanders, bots. Oh, those are mine. And they have terrazine.
Let's see. I'll walk into our newfound neighbor here. Say hello. Has to borrow a couple sugar.
I love being able to teleport armies. Just drop them wherever I want.
Right? I mean, you have enough gateways, and you can pretty much have an instant army.
I have, I think I have like 2, 4, 6. I've got 15 now, which is
Nice.
about as many as my resources can keep up with.
Welcome home. I missed you so much.
This battle
I'm working
I've
on
got
almost
all
done
the
fully
terrazine
upgrading
I
them
need. Commanders?
Let's see.
Your allies are in battle.
And then I have this little guy that I can turn into a pylon that you should also be able to warp into.
Upgrade complete.
Looks like these are the last set of geysers. The end is nigh, Commanders.
Your allies are in battle.
From that building. And if I do.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
I think the bots are telling me they're rolling out, but I could be wrong. They've lied to me before. Those little miscreants.
Thy bidding. Intriguing.
Enemies are headed for my bots! What a bunch of jerks.
Are you just building pylons everywhere so that you can see enemies?
Yes, and then that way I can also call in my Phoenix anywhere along the path and warp in people. Like right here.
Please! Stop the enemy from breaking my stuff!
Your allies, our pylon is under attack. Upgrade complete. Your allies are in battle. Your allies' base is besieged.
The other thing is your cloaked things also buildings, but you can like cloak your turrets with those dark pylons.
I am here in the shadows.
Your
The enemy's
allies are
attacking
in
my
battle.
bots. Jeez, Commanders! Can't you keep a hold of aggro?
Is there a base up there?
Yeah.
No, just a big guy.
The skies are mine. All forces to my location.
There's some
My
things.
bots are taking damage! Terrible, terrible damage! Time
I'll
for
go
the
up in
bots
that
to come
corner there and
back.
see if there's
I
anything
hate
up
it
there.
when they're out there all night
Yep,
without
a
giving me a call.
little bit of base.
I mean, a little bit of base, 100% jerks. Alright.
Hey, they're attacking my bots! Commanders!
Come on, you guys are just like sitting right around the corner here. I have an entire fleet.
Can you guys just like open your eyes and look around for maybe
The
things
enemy
you
is
could be
en route
helpful
to our
with?
base.
Yeah, I
Nerazine,
mean,
ignite
I
your
got an
blades.
entire armada, and they're just like, oh, we're gonna sit here and watch the objective die.
Very well.
I mean, guys, I didn't think I had to micromanage you that much. Dang.
I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Come here, hurry up.
You have lost your captain of my armada status.
Your allies' base is besieged.
Yeah, it's fine. They're gonna attack my pylons.
Can I right click something to follow it and like protect it? No.
Your allies are
No, there's no follow anymore from what I've seen.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, well, that was my favorite thing from StarCraft 1 was the sacrificial Wraith tactic. I don't know if you were familiar with that one or not, but basically you build a bunch of area units and since you can only select so many at a time, you would take like a Wraith or a Mutt and tell it to pat back and forth, and then you tell everything else to follow it. And then you could just take that one unit and tell it to go into someone's base, and the second it would die, everything would spread out and cause a mass chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And that's game.
As you say.
Behold the might of the purifiers.
Do they have a combo pack to buy all of the heroes, or is there
I
like a
wish.
spend $75 and completely unlock the game?
I didn't see anything in their collection. All the stuff that I saw, and click on their collection again, was mostly for just StarCraft and the units.
Gotcha.
And then they're highlighting some champions. But yeah, I didn't see anything that was like, hey, at least get this pack with. Let's see, they have no, it's a campaign collection.
Yeah, I probably will buy the campaigns at some point because I've been wanting to pick up an old game. So and that might be original StarCraft. So I'll pick up the remastered version. I have the original StarCraft, but they made the remastered one, and I'm hearing it's the same thing, but it actually looks way better.
It does.
And like can do campaign playthroughs, but I don't know if they changed the game. You know, like
They didn't change any of the game, and the remastered version still plays with the original. So, like, if you were to queue up on the original, it's playing the same pool as the remastered.
oh, I just want to do the campaign. I wouldn't do the multiplayer.
Right. Well, either way, I mean, it's the same pool, so it's the same game underneath the hood.
Yeah. So, but I also have lots of games to play. So, and there's lots coming out.
Yeah, been starting to get myself at least refamiliared with World of Warcraft, which I don't know. Some of the changes have been pretty refreshing.
I'm probably not going to play that game. I have a thing against subscription based games.
Hey, everyone has their own.
And how they manipulate you to keep playing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just
Okay, so this is the day and night one. So during the day we are good to attack, and at night we get attacked. We can eventually get to a point though where we can still attack at night.
That's when we'll torch the infested structures.
But yeah, basically at night they're stronger.
Mm-hmm. Quick question about the mineral field. If I just click on any mineral field, will they all go to will all the workers spread out against all the minerals, or
Yeah. So they
just have to tell them to
spread
collect a
themselves out.
crystal and they'll figure themselves out. Okay.
Yep.
You have not enough minerals.
That's just like also your base. It starts off already set to rally on a mineral field, so any workers you make automatically get put to work. Step.
You have not enough. You have not enough. You have not enough minerals.
And when you get a chance or you have enough to call in a dark pylon, could you put one up And
Mark where you want it, and I'll put it in right now.
yeah, there it is.
Night's almost here.
Right
I'd
up
start
here.
getting ready to deal with the infested if I
It
were
won't
you.
let me put it up there.
Here. You just need to be able to see it. I'll display it.
Oh, gotcha.
Thank you.
I guess it kind of tells us when they're coming, huh?
So basically what we can do is I can put some turrets up here. And
See, how do you already have so much more crystal? I don't understand.
Our defenses have to hold until the night
because
is
my
over.
units cost nothing to build, my base items, but all my units cost. If you notice, I haven't built any units yet.
I haven't either.
But yeah, all my structures cost like next to nothing to build.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, I also have like a building strategy where I try to keep 14 people on my crystal mine.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
as soon as I
deciding
hit
to
14,
be a little more proactive about that.
Well, I mean, I'll get to 14, and then after I get to 14, then I start cycling them into my gas mines. At least you don't have to worry about that.
I also need to be better at like using all of my units.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a thing with that.
So with this one, if you notice, we get an extra gas mine at start, and the reason for that is there's no place for us to build a secondary base. So they kind of give us more minerals and more slots for
I should
minions
build
here.
turrets up there, shouldn't I?
Eventually, we're going to want them on all the gates. If you notice, those are eventually going to the barricades are eventually going to get destroyed on a later date. For right now, we should be covered for tonight.
I'll build some up there. Get the warp gate going, get both of those going. More of those.
Yeah, this one, don't worry about, spend the time, get yourself set up. There's no timer that's going to expire and we're going to lose or anything like that.
We just have to live, right? Where are the entrances? Yeah. Oh, I guess so these barricades get destroyed. Should I set up a line of like turrets behind the barricade or not?
Yeah. But so like every day one of them goes different. So I believe the first one to go is the back, then the one next to you, and mine go on the same time. So that's why I wanted to get the back defense kind of started, because also, if you look at how the troops muster, technically we're going to thin out the herd that would be winding up at our front gate, just because they kind of wander all the way around. So it's just a really nice way of kind of thinning the herd out.
Just a little longer, commanders. The infested can't survive in the sun.
Convenient for us.
I'm focused on trying to get full workers on my crystals, and that will be... Oh, there's no, like, maximum crystal extraction amounts. It's, like, unlimited. Okay. That's nice. If I can get my crystal production going, then things are good.
Okay, commanders. We need to destroy enough structures today to stay ahead of the infestation. I've already marked a few for you.
Building.
Do we need to be able to get out? I mean, I guess I don't really have to get out because I can teleport stuff.
Upgrade complete.
I mean, getting out is handy, but yeah, I'm pretty much all air. And if you can warp stuff out, then
Yep. 4 more workers and we're maxed, so that's great. Come here, you. It's time to build gates. More gates. Many more gates.
I've got another sector with structures on my scanners.
allies are in battle.
Are you stuck? Seriously? How is that possible? Stop doing that. Not gonna forget to build the Twilight Council this time. We are max workers. So now you are going to research.
Your allies are in battle.
Yeah, I was always really good at turtling. Like in Supreme Commander, I was the guy that was like building all of the turrets and had a line of freaking artillery that I could just destroy the map with.
Well, see,
Sending you the
that's
coordinates for more structures.
I've always liked to sit there and get the air and upgrade. I mean, Carriers War is my favorite in original Starcraft.
Time is running out. Don't forget
Although
that
I
our base
did at
will
one
need to
point
be
in
defended
time
at night.
really played a crap ton of Zerg. It's actually years and years and years ago, actually quoted in a PC Gamer magazine, which was kind of interesting.
Oh, interesting.
So I Zerg rushed a guy on Bloodbath, and then after everything was said and done, he messaged me and was like, you know, hey, I'd really be interested in learning how you did that. So I showed him my Zerg rush, and then afterwards he told me he worked for PC Gamer and was publishing an article, and got my details, and I got a free copy of the magazine.
Nice.
And boy, can they
So,
jump.
yeah, it wasn't much, but I mean, it was kind of cool.
Something.
Yeah, it was just a little blurb. He interviewed a bunch of other people and wrote down some other stuff, so I was a footnote.
Your allies are in battle.
Like the hustle, but I'd advise against it, commanders.
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
easier to
yeah.
take out the structures in the daytime.
Research complete.
Pylons, huh? Alright. 6 pylons and
Your allies' base is besieged. Your allies are complete.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
I'm working on filling the top of that shelf or that deal up there. Can you not get it?
Allies are in battle.
This is a flying unit. You should be able to go around things.
it hovers, it
A barricade
doesn't
is under
fly.
attack.
Then hover around it.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
All right, I think I'm ready to just build some more gateways.
Okay, so then now we see the back barriers about to, or at least they're gonna start attacking the back gateway.
Your allies' base is besieged. Your allies are in battle.
I am the blade. I bask in the twilight.
Your allies' base is besieged.
I am but a phantom.
You sure you want to do that at night, commanders? The infested will be
Yes,
here
I'm
any
sure I
minute.
want to do it at night.
These like Shadow Guard people are like legit.
I know they have a little timer on them.
Yeah, but they basically can't be killed.
Don't
They,
give up,
go,
they
like, wipe
definitely
out.
are OP.
This nightmare is about to end.
And now I get 4 of them.
This is why I also feel like this mode works really good as a co-op as opposed to versus, because some of them feel like way cheater.
Your allies are in battle.
Like the hustle, but I advise
Like I don't know
against
how
it,
they'd sit there and balance
It'll
this in a
be easier
versus
to take
mode.
out the structures in the daytime.
Upgrade complete.
Let's get
I'm
to
just gonna
work,
fill this
Commanders.
whole base with
We have to burn
gateways.
enough of the
So
infestation today so that we don't fall
have a
behind.
blast.
Let's go for it. You can take up the rest of the room. I have everything except for pylons built.
I'm sitting on a butt ton of things whenever you're ready to attack. Unless you want. I guess
Yeah,
you're
I've
just up
been
there.
attacking. Yeah,
What is this red thing here? What is this?
go out into the abyss, explore and destroy.
Mm. Didn't I put down a warp core out here? I thought I did. Okay, where do I want to go here? Whatever.
One more there. Oh, could pull up.
This is very OP.
You require my skills.
Right, instant army.
And instant army where I want it.
It shall be as you say.
That's half the battle
Structures
usually.
at this location.
Oh no, I know. And then like I said, so I have the additional ability of the of having mobile pylons. Kind of. They're basically a troop that shoots a laser, and then I can turn them into a pylon temporarily.
About half of the infestation has been cleared out. Don't give up.
Allies are in battle.
I serve for now.
I wish it like gave you a thing of like, hey, you definitely got everybody
Thy bidding.
in that area.
Very well.
Looks like we can find
It
additional
does, because it
structures.
highlights the structures on the map.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Your allies are in battle.
Let's see. Yep, I'm at max.
It shall be.
Don't go out too far. There isn't much time left in the day.
I'm really not worried about it, lady.
None of them are Vespi and gas. Then all of them will be filled with
Your
carriers.
allies are in battle.
There you go.
Cold is the void.
It should be all my carriers.
We move unseen.
Most of the infestation has been dealt with. Just a little more to go. We're in for a rough night, but I know we can survive it. You sure you want to do that at night, Commander? The infested will be here any minute. Looks like there's a viral phage among the infested. Might be a good idea to kill it, but we can only do that at night. That viral
Hey,
phage
look,
will
and you have
burrow
a
once the sun
perfect
is
thing
up.
right there
It may
next to
take
it.
you more than one night to kill it.
Oh no, it may take me more than one time to kill it. Bet you it does, you know. Oh, this is the one that stuns all my troops that are close to it.
Like the hustle. But I advise against it, Commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime.
Our pylon is under attack.
The infested are trying to break through one of our barricades.
Shadow Guard available.
Oh, additional. That's what it's doing. I didn't realize it was telling me. Can you move? Oh, with your stargates. Okay. Those are those buildings? Those are buildings. Okay.
Yes, my stargates are buildings.
Your allies are in battle.
One of our barricades is being hit hard.
Your allies' base is besieged. Upgrade complete.
Oop, I am taking troops up there to the barricade.
Your allies are in battle.
Oh, I didn't see that barricade. Shoot. How did I
Yep.
not see that?
Yeah. Well,
I only saw the other one.
yep. There's one on all four corners. They're about to take the one on my side too.
No, I'm right here. I'm gonna kill them all.
Okay. Cool. I got the.
You just saved me a
Bonus
lot of
objective.
trouble, Commanders. I was gonna send a crew to exterminate that thing after this mission.
Oh, there's some more.
Not get to attack my pylon.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
That is just cheating. I have like 20 gates. Well, more than 20. I have, what is that, 24 gates? And enough crystal production to friggin' deal with it.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
Get as bold as I want, lady. If I have an Air Force behind me, there's not a whole lot that's gonna stop me.
Yeah, I was say. I mean, I'm pretty much got map leveling air support at the moment.
Won't be
See,
long
we
now.
got
We just
one
have to
thing
survive
attacking
until
your
dawn.
base.
My army is 3 pages deep at the moment.
Yeah, I only got 29 troops.
You sure you want to do that at night, Commanders?
Do we
the
have-
infested will be here any minute.
Let's see, we only have 4 remaining buildings to destroy.
Get over here, please. Can you even get out? How are you going?
Let's see, where is
Where did
the
you just
remaining
go?
buildings?
Allies are in battle.
There's 2 buildings.
Upgrade complete.
I'll build some pylons over here
Alright.
on this entrance.
There we go.
I can't believe it. We actually did it.
I can believe it.
Of course we did it. Never had a doubt.
Now, think you're ready for hard mode?
I think we could do harder than that.
Say, we're just playing on normal.
We're not really getting challenged here.
No, I know. I wanted to give a few
Oh, yeah?
things to build some confidence.
Oh no,
Because if you
I
look
understand
at-
how this civilization works now.
Well, so if you look at the difficulty, I don't know if I'll let you from being in a group.
Oh.
But it goes all the way up to brutal 6, and then there's retry brutal plus.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna take us up to hard. I've never gotten brutal, but hard will increase the XP.
I mean, worst case scenario, we get completely sacked and we lower back down.
No. So hard you should be fine. You have a few levels on you. I mean, obviously, the more levels you have, the more interesting, things will become.
Yep.
I want the train heist one. Because that one we just obliterate on. Dead of Night. Oh, I think it's the same one.
Can we pick the map?
Yes, we can.
I didn't know if it
You
was
get an
random or not.
extra. So you can pick the map, or you can go random. If you go random, you get an extra 24% XP. So, it's good to go random. But hey, at this point, we'll get to clearly see the difference
I need
between
to
normal
get
and
rid of
hard
this
mode.
infestation before it spreads to the rest of the planet. The infested come out at night, but they can't survive the daylight. Use that time to take out their structures.
We'll see if we can still stay out at night or not.
You have not enough minerals.
It's 14.
Oh yes, frickin' pillars.
You have not enough minerals.
tasty.
You have not enough minerals.
Then get more minerals. God. I wish I could just queue it, even if I don't have enough minerals. Just put it in the queue so that when it's ready to go.
I mean, it'd be interesting if it worked like that.
It should work like that. Dark. What, the first dark pylon's up there. I'll build some Delios in a minute. I'll take care of these top two. Now that we know what we're doing here. Oh, I need a forge.
Yeah, I have some minerals that I can drop. Actually, I'll go ahead and do our front door.
Heads up, commanders. The day's almost over, which means the infested are gonna come for us soon.
Yeah.
The sun is down. Defend against the infested until it rises again.
Come on, forge, finish. I know I should have started you sooner, but I didn't.
Keep your distance from those kaboomers. We call them that for a reason, you know.
Solarite Dragoon operational.
Your allies are in battle.
It appears that we must fight our kin.
Also, you probably want to build a cannon right here.
I don't think I can build a cannon, can I?
You have a forge, so yeah, you can build your pylon cannon like right around here. Just because they will soon, I think at the end of the first wave on hard mode, they'll send an air unit right over your wall.
Oh, like a photon cannon. Gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
You were saying a different thing, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I fill this whole top thing up with them.
No, I'm just saying right here next to your gas mine.
Oh, gotcha.
So right here, there is an air that will come right over this at the very end of the night, normally.
I'll build a couple, just to be safe.
Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle.
I lead from the front.
More of those. Let's go.
Okay, I need you to be slightly more intelligent than this.
The infested can't survive in the sun.
Onion.
We made it to the dawn. To stop the infestation, we need to destroy enough of it each day. Head to these coordinates to start.
He blew up my my scout. Oh, shit. I failed.
Wah wah.
Yep, I forgot to load up all of my gas lines. Man, I feel like I'm behind on something. Oh, I'm behind on something.
All right, I've got. I need to build some more cannons up on the top shelf, but both gates will be secured shortly.
Your allies are in battle.
Alright, I'm starting to move out to attack.
Detecting more structures at this location.
Your allies are in battle.
I'm a dragoon once more.
Time is running out. Don't forget that our base will need to be defended at night.
Almost got all my crystals going. We're primo here. I need to do the research. Round 2 of research. Where did my... There you are. Got
Here
to
come
get
the
that
infested.
going.
We have to hold them off until sunrise.
I'm pulling back. Come on, the sunrise. I'm not tempted.
Oh, you didn't build any turrets on this side over here.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing it now. This is now when I need to start, because they first will destroy the back.
The infested have spotters in the sky. You should probably deal with them soon. One of our barricades is being hit hard.
Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. Your allies' base is besieged. Our pylon is under attack.
Dude, they have already blown up the back
Oh, wow.
gate.
That's not good. I should have put more down.
Yeah.
Base is under attack.
And hard mode is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
Where's my guy? Oh, my guy got destroyed. Sweet. No bueno. Come here, you.
Ugh, Amon's supporting the infested with his own forces. It's gonna be a long night.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies' base is besieged.
It won't be long now. We just have to survive until dawn.
20 seconds.
Your allies' base is besieged. Our pylon is under attack. Your allies are in battle.
I'll
Get to work,
get that
Commanders.
gate short up
We
right
have
now.
to burn enough of the
Alright,
infestation
cool.
today
I'm
so
gonna
that
go
we
ahead
don't
and
fall
just walk
behind.
out here and start clearing some stuff with my armada.
I'm assuming I can use your pylons, right?
Yep.
I've got another sector with structures on my scanners.
Your allies are in battle.
We're not done yet, commanders. Here's some more
No,
structures
come
to burn
on.
out.
Why did you have to go that way?
The enemy is using cloaked units. They
Easiest
cannot
way.
hide from our detectors.
We're making good progress, but there's still a lot of infestation to go.
Can you get over here?
Allies are in battle.
No. Okay, so that's just
Your
lost.
allies are in battle.
Deploying onto the front line.
Shadow Guard ready for deployment. Your allies are in battle.
Looks like we can find additional structures here. Make the most of the day, commanders. It's nearly over.
Are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
I'm gonna try to finish up this little area
A
here.
lot of dead out there.
See if I regret it
Make
or
sure
not.
that we don't join them.
I can help you out.
We'll just watch the base, and if things start to get overwhelmed, let me know.
Don't worry if you can't kill the Virophage tonight. I'm sure it'll be back tomorrow.
You can be back in like 2 seconds.
I can just bring a Shadow Guard down here and do some damage.
Sounds good. Gonna try to move
I've seen the
in
infested
on.
gather at one of the barricades.
That's the south barricade.
Yep.
Looks like they're trying to tear down a barricade.
Your allies are in battle. Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. Your allies' base is besieged.
Don't get too
Centurion,
bold out there.
interesting.
If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
Base is under attack. Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle. Your allies' base is besieged.
I'm just trying to get up here to the.
Detecting enemy Nidus worm.
You sure you want to do that at night, commanders? The infested will be here any minute.
Our enemies will burn.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your probes are under attack. Your allies are in battle.
You might need a little help on this north gate. I may have cleaned it up there.
Looks like Amon wants a piece of us too. Get those defenses in place. I like the hustle, but I
Oh,
advise
those
against it,
freaking
commanders.
spotters.
It'll be
That's no
easier
good.
to take out the structures in the daytime.
Your allies' base is besieged.
Don't give up, commanders. This nightmare is about to end.
19 seconds. Can I kill it in 19 seconds? Come on.
Base is besieged.
9 seconds.
Base is under attack.
Damn it.
Allies are in battle. Allies' base is besieged.
Many of my warriors have perished.
Sending you the coordinates for more structures.
Your allies are in battle.
What is? Are you attacking your instructor on purpose? Oh no, they are.
Yeah, they are.
I
Right,
lead from the front.
Alright, I saw
Left out.
Protoss attacking.
Oh, are you building all those turrets? Okay.
Yep. I have excess of coin.
Let's just plop an army down here and go have some fun.
Your allies are in battle.
Looks like we can find additional structures here. About half of the infestation has been cleared out. Don't give up.
Allies are in battle.
I'm gonna rebuild our door too.
Your allies are in battle.
Come here, you. Let us just put that there.
Your allies are in battle.
You always pick the
Don't go out
stupid,
too far.
dumbest way.
There isn't much time left in the day.
Your allies are in battle.
So the other thing is, so if you select all your troops and you use like A to do attack,
Sit tight, commanders.
and you don't
This
click on
night's
an actual
just getting
troop,
started.
like if you just click on an area,
Like the hustle.
anything that they
But
encounter on their
I'll advise
way,
against
they
it,
will
Yeah.
attack.
It'll
Oh,
be
okay.
easier to take out the structures in the daytime.
So basically, it puts them on like offensive mode. So the second they encounter something, they will engage.
That's a nice little base here.
My forces have fallen.
Oof. Alright.
Oh, that didn't go well. They had some very powerful things. Interesting.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull back some of my forces.
Enemy Nidus worm detected.
You sure you want to do that at night, commanders? The infested will be here any minute.
Your allies are in battle. Let our enemy know our fury. You have not enough minerals.
Oh, this guy's in trouble.
Nice job,
Oh
commanders.
boy.
Now we don't have to worry about the
North gate.
clear out the structures.
Army's working around the wall, but I'm
I
not
got
gonna
it.
make it.
Arbiters fly
Yeah.
here.
Well, they're attacking things on the way there. I have no energy left.
Warriors now.
Just
Are you
spend
kidding
all my
me?
crystals on some
Amon
units.
wants to attack us now too? Perfect.
Our pylon is under attack. Your allies are in
Yes, these pylons don't seem to be worth it. I just need to build the army up,
Your allies' base is besieged.
and we need to do that.
Daybreak is just around the corner. Hold the line until then.
That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. is
Enemy Nidus worm detected.
Putting army together. Oh boy, that's no good. Can you bring your planes back? Oh, they all burned up.
Yeah.
Okay, they all burned up. Okay.
Sunrise. That's our cue to move.
Wait,
We
what
won't
burned
have
up?
enough time later
Oh,
to
their
destroy
army,
two key
their
structures today.
kaboomer still there, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
finally gone. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Did you
so
get
I moved
started
away
on
when
all
it's
those
so weird.
pylons? Okay.
Oh crap. I have
The
that guy
enemy
there.
will fear my blades.
I wish you could build a wall, like you could in the first one.
I mean, you can do a wall of like depots. That's still, but that's a Terran thing.
Oh, they destroyed my forge. Ugh.
Allies are in battle.
It's very frustrating.
Man, it's like it's hard mode or something.
Your allies are in battle.
All right, I've got.
Detecting more
Oh, they
structures
destroyed
at this location.
pylons.
The infestation is almost gone, but we need to get the rest of it for this to work.
Your allies are in battle.
Nothing.
Your allies are in battle.
The skies are mine. Initiating mass recall.
Alright, wipe out the last bit.
Allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
Shoring up the other side.
The day's gonna end soon.
We
Commanders.
shouldn't even have to worry about it. This should end us out here because we have 17 buildings total.
Why am I not generating any energy?
Your allies are in battle.
My energy for.
It's
stuff-
a slow build.
Yeah, it used to be faster than that. Is it related to something else, maybe?
Just keep fighting, Commanders. We'll make it through
Don't
the night.
know. I know that there is
Don't
a
get too bold
mode
out
that
there.
increases the
If our base
energy.
falls to the infested,
but-
this planet will be lost.
That's I believe the advanced mode, the prestige. 3 remaining buildings. Got them both down here.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies are in battle.
Like the hustle, but I'd advise against it, Commanders.
Why?
It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime.
Or
Haven't
easy
seen a
enough to do
situation
now?
that hairy since I was in the
Right
UED.
as you say that. When?
Thanks for getting us through it, Commanders.
Okay. Learned a few things there about base building. The turrets are not as powerful as I anticipated.
Yeah, mine are a little bit stronger, but that just comes from this guy, and that's because my turrets cost a crap ton more.
Okay, I accidentally hit replay. Can I get out of this? It's not letting me.
I think you have to escape and then
Yeah,
exit.
I'm hitting escape. Can I just... Whoa! There we go. Wait, I don't... menu. Return to game. What? I want to get out. Let me out. Leave
Finally,
game.
some
Quit
backup.
replay. There we go. Just took forever to load. Sweet.
The money extraction. Where's the train one? More escorts moving trains. Built cargo across the service. Intercept the incoming trains. Oblivion Express.
I mean, you could do it random. It's fine. I don't really care.
I probably only have about one more in these. It's almost midnight, and I gotta actually do a little bit more work tonight. So, and that should probably leave you right at 5.
Yeah.
All right. So one more. I should also get. What did I just get? Okay. So Teleridan's attack store damage on enemies. I have to research it. Ooh. Anti-barrage missiles. Okay. Couple
What date did
different
the mutators get
trains.
released?
The mutators, I think every Tuesday they ship them up. And assuming, you mean New World?
Oh no, I was talking about this one.
Fancy
For
seeing
here.
you here.
I think it's also on Tuesdays.
Dominion's hired me to destroy some trains carrying.
I'm hoping if this week is a Las mutator, I really want to grind that hard. Because I've got not only material to make Shardus I can do, and that amulet that you told me about, like, that would really move my tank along.
Yeah, the amulet's definitely really nice. Chain of Zane.
We only get 2, right? Okay, cool. And then are we going to get attacked? What's this mode here? Destroy Mobius core trains. Do not allow 3 trains to escape. Okay.
Right. So the very first train is going to be on the north track, in between us and our new bases. And basically along the track, if you want to drop a pylon, and we can build some turrets to kind of help. Basically, we're going to build some checkpoints.
You want me to do it like, oh, I just need to send somebody over there.
And then we just install a bunch of breathalyzers.
Or since you're closer, can you just send somebody across the track real quick so we have that exposed, and then I'll drop a dark pylon over there.
I'll drop a regular pylon here too. Thank you. This might be easy. Hold on. Make sure I'm not.
Shadow Guard ready for deployment.
Use the turret to break open the bases. Yeah, I didn't follow my normal build order. I know. Quit yelling at me.
Prepare yourselves. The enemy is inbound on our base.
Is that the train, or what is
that? No, that's just they're gonna attack us, and then after they attack us, the first train will hit the tracks, and it'll let us know that there's a train on the track, and it'll say like, train on the northbound track, or.
We will eradicate them. Deploying onto the front line.
By the void.
I'm gonna go work on those bases then, since.
One of the trains is leaving its station now. Destroying it is your main objective.
It will not escape.
Please clean my house as well. Don't worry about the train just yet. Just would you clear my base? And now we can go.
The enemy moves against our base. Show them the folly of their ways.
Your allies are in battle.
And everything you got there, up a train.
I lead from the front.
Your allies' base is besieged. Research complete. Our pylon is under attack. Your allies are in battle.
No, no! Oh no! Oh no! I don't have any units.
Don't worry, we still have time.
But they're attacking my base.
Oh.
That didn't work.
Oh yeah, this is hard mode, I forgot.
Can I not repair my base? No, it repairs itself over time.
Yep.
Okay, I think we need to do that a little. A restart. I should not have used my guys then. Where are the people?
Alright, well, we can get one train escaping.
Incoming train. Do whatever it takes to derail it.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies' base is besieged.
Cam, they managed to get a train into station. We can't let them do that again.
God damn it, they killed all of my workers.
Yeah, they took down my nexus, so I'm dead in the water.
Wait, oh, they took down your Nexus?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is already. I mean, we can restart. Like, is there a restart option? We're pretty early. I know to build more defenses now. I did not know they would be attacking us. I would have put turrets on that ramp down there.
Your allies are in battle.
See how it goes. Because
Give us your command. You require my skills. I am here in the shadows. Very well.
Guys, like, what are you doing?
The enemy's attack will be upon us soon.
Main objective escaping.
yeah, I'm just gonna let that one go, and then I'm gonna focus on not dying this round. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, carriers here.
Solar Light Drive operational.
Normally, I'd encourage robbing a train like this, but with these guys, it's probably safer to light it up.
Yeah, you know this again, but then next to our train, we're not gonna let it go by. AC Jones.
Seriously,
man.
those
Do not let
trains
that.
can't get through, or we'll have a lot more than a broken contract to worry about.
I have little dudes now too. Get some turrets up down here. It's gonna be great.
Got a train on that bottom track moving fast. Must be a priority shipment. Intercept it if you can.
The enemy is using cloaked units. They cannot hide from our detector. I shall oversee this battle from above.
Your allies are in battle. Your allies' base is besieged.
I am recalling our warriors now.
Allies are in battle.
Oh, that's not going to work. No, I should have done that. Oh, okay. I built a ton of pylons. Why don't I
The
have
enemy is en route to our base.
enough
Nerazim,
pylons?
ignite your blades.
The enemy will fear my blades.
A main
Yeah,
objective
can.
has nearly escaped.
All right, like, is it even close? Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's almost dead.
Is besieged. Main
Okay.
objective destroyed.
None can withstand the might of the purifiers.
Pull these back as best I can. So
2 departures inbound. Time to step up your game.
Yeah, it's not looking very good. They just wiped out all of my minerals again.
The arbiters fly again.
Alright, this looks like a loss.
Yeah, that initial strike, I did not realize I needed to defend to the south. That wiped us out, and then we were both on the back burner the whole time. We can is there a restart? I'd like to try that again.
Yeah, and just continue. Quit and rewind. Okay.
Is it quit and rewind? Is that the thing? Or do you just have to quit?
Does it let us... Well, I'm trying to figure out, does it let me actually go back and retry?
Oh, no. Quit replay. Now I'm back in the lobby.
I'm trying to figure out what this is letting me do here. No, okay, I'm just literally watching. That's so weird. Okay, menu. Like quit and rewind. Oh, a little bit of XP.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. Let's try that one again.
Do you need Vespine gas for the turrets?
Nope, they just cost 150 crystal.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna do all. Well, I don't know. I gotta figure out like.
You have not enough minerals.
Just do one.
It'd probably just be better to just go for
Glad you're here. Need a little help
troops.
fulfilling a contract.
Yep.
Aim
Like
on
it's some
shipping
zealots
fast
or whatever
tech
right
on
off the
these
bat.
trains. My job is to torch them, but my guys are late to the party. Now, I'm thinking you'd like to see those trains go up in smoke too.
You have not enough minerals.
At 14 minutes. Not breaking my build order this time.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Yeah, I wish you paid for them as they got built, not as they were queued.
Yeah. I mean, the sky's the limit. Although it has been a while since I've added a new hero to the co-op.
Shadow Guard available.
Oh, did I really build 2 of them? All right, well, when the first one gets destroyed. I'm not just a sleep agent.
You have not enough minerals.
The enemy moves against our base. Show them the folly of their ways.
Do you have your big guy up?
I can summon my guy, yeah.
I'll drop a black hole when you find them.
These terrors stand no chance against us.
Oh, I guess I don't need to. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not the first little wave. It's once the train is up, then they send another wave our way. That's.
I walk the shadowed path.
14.
Got eyes on your objective. Blow up that train before it reaches its destination.
It will not escape so easily.
Alright, I am max workers.
Do you have anything as far as armed forces?
That is on the way.
Give us.
Been dropped soon.
Your allies are in battle.
Deploying incoming enemy strike force. Be ready.
Nice.
Instead of using those to here, you know what? I'll send them up and we can.
Yep.
Will they clear all the base
Yep.
if I just click on
Yeah,
one?
yeah. If you click on one, or if you do patrol, so if you hit P and then click on the other side, once they destroy, they'll just keep moving over. But I have enough forces up here. I could be able to clean mine. Are you okay at the bottom?
Oh, my forces are not fighting.
I shall oversee this battle from above.
They killed a bunch of my workers, but I won't make that work.
And
State thy bidding. I am the heart of darkness.
How did they get up here? Is there a? They must have got dropped off by a plane or something.
they could have, or they can jump up mountains. Sorry, they're the Terrans, so they can go up the steep slopes. I know. What the fuck is this witchcraft? But
Heads up. Another train's in transit.
I don't know that I'm going to be helpful with that a whole lot.
We are one with the shadows.
sending my forces down to the track.
I lead from the front.
Your allies are in battle. Shadow Guard ready for deployment.
Trying to take out the convoy that's protecting it.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
You require my skills.
Ignite your blades, my warriors. The enemy comes for our base.
I've got 5 turrets down here.
The main objective has nearly escaped.
All right, let's put some
You
more
got it.
turrets down here.
I got it. Die, die, die. Come
The
on.
main objective has been destroyed.
Well done.
Is this the only ramp
It
up
has
into
fallen.
the base?
No, there's 2. There's one on my side as well.
Okay.
They've loaded up
Yeah.
another train. Make sure that cargo doesn't get delivered.
Come up here. Need some more resources.
Upgrade complete.
So something that might help, put a dark current or over your workers,
Track moving fast.
and then they'll all be cloaked, and they'll have to destroy the dark turret first.
Interesting.
I need help on the train. I do not have enough forces at the moment.
The skies are mine.
They just get wiped out? Oh no, they're just...
You require my skills.
Do you have anything to up at the front?
I
Okay,
will
yeah,
in a
those
second.
guys are hitting. Yeah,
So
those
the
guys are
enemy
hitting.
seeks to attack our base. They will regret it.
Okay.
The enemy will fear my blades.
Main objective escaping.
I am the voice. I am here in the shadows.
Yeah.
Gonna be close.
Your allies are in battle. Your probes are under attack.
We might get it. Maybe.
Two trains leaving simultaneously. Looks like your dance card's full.
Main objective destroyed.
We are
Shit.
victorious.
My base is about to get wiped.
All forces to my location.
Killed everything up there.
Let our enemy know our fury.
They just freaking chew right through my damn turret.
Your allies are in battle.
Okay. Where are you? I need more gateways, and I need more gateways yesterday.
Your allies are in battle.
So that I can start.
I am a dragoon once more.
Your allies are in battle.
Yeah, they're gonna chew up my forces. We're gonna, both trains are gonna run away this time. I need to fall back, or I'm just gonna be spitting resources. Fuck. They're gonna destroy our base.
Oh, they're on our base. Come back.
Yep, they have two Yamatos sitting at Minestrone cannons.
The enemy's attack will be upon us soon.
Can't attack those guys. Come here though. Okay. And
Our
this
main
guy.
objective has nearly escaped. Main objective escaping.
Fuck, I got nothing. I got nothing. Fuck.
Man, hard mode is... There's a big difference there.
Yeah, they just totally sit there and wiped out a 600 gold
Incoming
unit.
train. Do whatever
That
it
sucked.
takes to derail it. Damn. They managed to get a train into station. We can't let them do that again.
Oh, there's a big artillery coming in or something.
That's two trains that have gotten past us. Don't let another one by, commanders.
Nothing. Come on. And they wiped out all my resources.
The Shadow Guard waits
Base is under attack.
for soon.
Your base is getting wiped.
Where's all my turrets? Oh, they're all gone.
Yeah, no, they're
I
wiping out
can't,
their.
I can't stop the Yamatas, that's for certain.
Yeah, I got my at least. Got my champion battle cruiser.
Is law.
See if I have even close to enough.
The enemy approaches. Prepare for battle.
Need to just get a crap ton of scouts. So at least I have something.
Objective escaping.
Our enemies will burn.
Your allies are in battle. Our pylon is under attack.
Wow.
Nope, that's game.
Tough. That's tough. Man,
Yep.
I either like I gotta figure out the gateway numbers game. I just don't get enough. I either have lots of resources and nothing else, or I have nothing.
Well, I mean, you can just call them in when you're in your base. I mean,
That's all
just
she wrote,
keep
Commander.
the
It delivered
keep the
enough
guys
hardware
coming.
that anything we do now is wasted effort.
Here, let's try one of these. That one. By mistake. Of course.
What'd you say? Your
One of
mic
those.
broke out there. I don't know if your gate.
Let's say trying to do. Well, I accidentally hit.
Oh, I'm like 5 points from 5.
The heck? Yeah,
I
I'm
wonder
stuck
if
at the
there'd be
whole
like
rewinding.
a better option for this for me. I'm guessing that whole map artillery wouldn't be too helpful. What about that guy with like that makes 1,000,000 units? Is that, why is that so hard?
If you want to try them, go for it. I'll swap champions
the,
and do the. I'm gonna lower this down low to normal mode though.
What's the unit he spawns 1,000,000 of? Just like the regular.
Like I said, I've never really played him. I've seen other people play him, so I know it's like the infested marine, I believe, is the one he like spawns 1,000,000 of.
Okay.
But there's other stuff as well, like he has an infested banshee and
Yeah, all kinds of infested things.
yeah. Then you want to screw around with him? I'll play her and.
I just need to change it up.
Yeah.
We need more minerals. Not enough minerals. More Vespine
Got a
required.
contract you might want to help me fill. Amon's using Tarsonis' old train system to ship some questionable Mobius cargo. I've been hired to destroy those trains, but I don't have the personnel to do it. I'm thinking maybe you do. What do you say?
What? I don't have a Vespine gas thing? Where's the Vespine gas thing?
They should be able to build one.
Ah, the refinery. That's what it's called.
Yes.
We require additional overlords.
What's going on? Bad news? Yeah, whatever.
Infested command centers creep at an accelerated and unlimited rate. Interesting. Okay.
Need 50 on this guy.
Interesting. Sends all currently existing and newly constructed infantry units to the designated point. Interesting.
Right, it does like a beacon thing.
And it like just summons everything to that point. Interesting. Creep feeds. Oh, okay.
You're open. Your top base should be open for you.
Okay, I can see why the beacon would be super helpful. I also can see other things happening. Okay. Infest structure. Infest turn healing for 25, causing it to spawn 60 broodlings. Oh. Okay. Deploy psi emitter. Where should I put you? Suppose like right there. Actually, I don't know if that's going to get run over by the train or not, but
You gonna give me orders?
why are they all dying? Interesting. Do I need to? Does the Overlord need to be? Probably needs to be down here. I'm just like pooping all over the map, aren't I?
Yeah.
First train's departing. Your objective is to destroy it before it escapes.
We cannot allow it to escape. To arms!
Outstanding.
Evolution completed.
So you guys have a half-life. I see.
Yes, but I can spawn a lot of them.
The enemy is en route
Very
to our
quickly.
base. Nerazim, ignite your blades.
Okay.
A main objective has been destroyed.
Say good night.
Hey, why couldn't we do it in the last one?
This is letting me build lots of units.
Yep. And you have your extra base up top.
Really, dude? Like, why can't you?
Our allies are in combat.
Stalkers, Red House Armor, Shield.
That's he has this compound that just like automatically
Looks like they've
spawns
got
like
another
a bunch of
shipment leaving
creatures
the
for
station.
you for free.
Let's cause some delays.
That's
Mhm.
what that's what all of the things are.
More overlords required.
What? More overlords? There's you. You come over here.
On more underlords.
Completed.
Okay. 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 Cool. Come over here. Come over here. See, I'm just like pooping out units for free.
Yep.
Bunker engineer. Did I built an engineering grade, didn't I? Yeah, it's going. What didn't I? What haven't I built yet? What's the
Second base.
Oh yes. Come up here.
Our allies' base is threatened.
Oh no, they're on. The train went the other way.
Attack our enemies while
I have
time
it.
is distorted.
You can freeze. Oh, it didn't freeze the train. Which is, I was curious to see if it would.
Evolution
I'm done.
objective destroyed.
Yeah, I guess if my guys just like keep the base protected,
How familiar.
then
Yeah, or just guard one of the
Our
tracks.
foes are headed for us. Be ready to defend.
I'm gonna go
Well-
and stand on the fast track.
oh my goodness, so many units being spawned. It's ridiculous. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's.
Look at them all. It doesn't cost me anything.
Oh, I mean, hey, it's nice. Never played that guy
Our
before.
allies'
So,
base is
looks like we
threatened.
got some incoming on the bottom.
Do you need help down there?
I think we're good.
Build me a command center, please. Thank you. And where's the other one?
Completed.
Circles patrolling.
Incoming train. Do whatever it takes to derail it.
Engineering bay.
Is patrolling.
Is there no advanced buildings here? Infested factory. Ooh, I can build diamondbacks. Okay. So throw you right there.
We good. Oh.
Trains on that bottom track are faster than the others. You can try and stop them, but you gotta be quick.
Why are you not attacking the train?
Oh.
My stupid people are not attacking the train.
Our allies are in combat.
Don't worry, there's another.
Oh, here. I just
Oh, they can jump now. That's sick.
Objective has been destroyed.
Well done. It has fallen.
The
Detail.
enemy has taken
That's
an
right, I don't have
interest in our base.
17, 18. It's all full up. And I have my incentive.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Can I not? Come down here. Let's see if there's anything else
Our
to destroy.
allies are in combat.
Let's get rid of some of these barracks here.
Our allies are in combat.
Trains are departing for both stations. Gotta move fast to hit them both.
Oh, you need to build a crap ton of.
Oh, I got so many units coming in. It's ridiculous. Why are you not? Oh, my vehicles don't automatically go there. Okay.
Of course.
Our allies are in combat.
Go on. Excellent.
Our allies are in combat.
Got some dark archons.
The top train will be dead shortly.
I am disrupting time.
Almost immediately.
Be ready to attack.
Top train is toast. Dude, my
Oh,
humans
bottom
can they attack? Oh, the humans, the little since they can
Marines,
jump.
yeah.
They can jump and kill all the planes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I froze everybody.
Making good progress.
I need to come down here, kill everything, right? Oh, both trains are down.
Yep.
Dude, this is definitely the play here. We're just playing the wrong people.
The enemy moves against our base. Show them
Hey,
the
I mean,
power
it's
of
all
their
taking
ways.
about getting ones that you like or you find that you enjoy.
I mean, this brood one's pretty. This is pretty sick.
Hey?
It's just like poop out more units. Okay, more free units, and then basically the trick is to upgrade the infested colonist compound ASAP.
Our forces are under attack.
I have more resources than I could need. The humans, which spawn regularly
Our
and move
allies are
quickly,
in combat.
can defeat air units. Like,
Yeah, the Marines.
this is very broken.
Victory is ours. Of course.
Of course, this is normal again, though, right?
Our allies
Yes.
are in combat.
Okay.
We should be getting another fast train on the bottom track here shortly.
At the ready.
And we'll get 2 trains at once. Oh no, we just did the 2 trains at once. So yeah, we're getting another fast train.
Our
On the bottom
allies
track.
are in combat.
Yep.
I'm waiting for it. I'm going to move the psi emitter to between the tracks. More Diamondbacks,
They've
please.
loaded
Those
up
are
another
legit.
train. Make sure that cargo doesn't get delivered.
Overlords. Our
Oh, I need more
allies are in
overlords. Okay.
combat.
I can build more overlords. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I'm about to have to build more pellets.
Our allies are in combat.
You guys, go invisible.
Get the big guys.
Our allies' base.
I'm gonna go
is
get the
threatened.
Yamada. Okay, on the base. Jump, little men. Jump to your death.
Our main objective destroyed.
You cannot flee from what you cannot see.
Oh, there's some things.
Excellent.
I just have to get used again to having units that regularly die. Because when I'm playing with the carrier, well, you play with the carrier basically like, you're trying not to get your carriers to die.
Yeah.
Because carriers have little interceptors that are supposed to die, and then as long as you're smart and you don't just leave your carriers out there to get boned, you're
Our allies are
build
in
once,
combat.
have them forever.
Let's go. Get me out of here.
But these guys, obviously, they die very often.
Bad news?
Our allies are in combat.
Can I build another infested? No, I can't do another.
Our
Wait,
allies'
60.
base
What is the? Oh,
threatened.
it's only limit 1. Okay, cool.
Our allies
do
are
that. I
in
don't really need
combat.
more
Hive
resources.
cluster is under attack.
That's probably bad to say, but
Okay, well then, you mind if I steal your gas mines for your second base?
take them. I have plenty. Oh, are you trying to attack me? Is that what's happening here?
See, the nice thing with these, since I don't have to mine them, I can just put them
Our
on top of them
allies
and
are in combat.
stop them for you.
Oh, I would just as soon as they pop up, I'm just gonna get them and we're gonna destroy the Sumada in about 5 seconds.
No one there can attack air. There we go.
What's on your mind?
Why can't? Come on.
Our
Can I not
allies
control the
are in
civilians? There we go.
metamorphosis completed.
Yeah, I'll get the south train if you want to get the north one.
Our allies' base is Our allies are in combat.
Oh, the civilians don't count as.
Yeah, whatever.
Our allies are
There,
in
let's watch the
combat.
train disappear.
Main objective destroyed.
Our enemy has been brought low.
Where's my next round of civilians ready to die? Oh, I have 2 rounds of civilians.
Our allies are in combat.
Client's willing to pay extra if you take out the trains on the bottom track. You take them out, Amon's mad, and I'm happy. Win-win.
I'll get the south train.
Enemy forces are moving towards our base.
Our allies' bonus objective complete. Our allies' base is threatened.
Oh, what are you guys doing here? Why aren't you guys attacking?
Our forces have met the enemy. Our allies are in
My
combat.
little 5 humans are still killing everything.
Objective has been destroyed.
They could no more evade our wrath than their
I
own
have
shadow.
no quick way to grab all the civilians, which is very not fun.
Our allies are in combat.
See, you got
Our
your drawback.
forces have met the enemy in combat.
Let's see.
Oh, I can't kill those guys either.
Allies
Interesting.
are in combat.
I need some of your Air Force, please.
Get me out of here.
On the combat by our base up north.
Yep. More of an anti-air force.
Our allies' base is threatened.
I'm not picky.
Our allies are in
They can't have much cargo left. Keep it up.
All right.
Prepare
Last train,
yourselves. The
about to be
enemy is
destroyed.
inbound on our base.
It won't even get out of the station.
Where's
Our
round 2?
allies are in
Stopping time
combat.
now.
Go ahead, count the damn train. Hadn't even left the station yet, so it doesn't pick up and die.
Main objective destroyed.
Escape was never an option for them.
Our allies are in
We have
All
fought
right.
well this day.
It has 2 additional charges and can target enemy structures, disabling them in addition to spawning. Really interesting. So it's basically he gets that building. And it's just like millions of units just all over the place.
Yep.
It's about putting them in the right spot. That's the hard part, is like you need to have a centralized place to just drop units.
Yeah, and then you drop your beacon for them, and then they all go to it. But I mean, much like the difference between those two, like every single one of these kind of play very different. Tychus, for example, he's actually really interesting because all of his units are he gets like 6 units and that's it. But all of them are like hero units.
They're probably like super expensive. Oh, he gets 6 total units. Oh, okay.
Right. And each building is basically to upgrade and support just that one unit. So like you'll build like an engineering bay, and that's for one unit to upgrade in, and then you build like your barrack, which is for like the fire bats to be upgraded in. Um, so he just plays very different style, and then basically eventually like one of your abilities you get at the top bar is to like evac them, so you can pick them all up in an air carrier, so you can move them around the map quickly.
Do
Yeah,
the challenges change if you're a single player, or is it the same stuff? So there would be like essentially more to do.
So single player, basically they'll just random match you with somebody else.
Oh, as like just one-on-one. You can't do PvE as a single player.
No. So it'd be PvE. So it's co-op, and they'll just find you a partner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying now. They'll match you with another. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So yeah, you can totally just. I mean, that's only what I do is just try to get at least my one for the day, because you get bonus XP for your first win.
For the first one, yeah. I get you there.
Well, man, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for tonight on gaming anyway, and
Yeah.
go and try
No,
to
that
get.
was fun.
Yeah.
This scratches a different itch. It's nice. It's good variety. I like variety.
Well, that's what I try to keep. I mean, I have like a dungeon crawler that I normally play, which for right now it's Diablo 3, although I have been trying out Path of Exile a little bit, but
I think when the next Path of Exile season, I guess it just started, didn't it?
I think they're just about to start one. It might have just started. I'm trying to remember because I was on there just a little bit ago checking it out. And I wasn't sure either one was just about to start or one had just started.
Watch reveal for Forbidden Sanctum 9 days. December expansion name reveal. What is the?
Yeah, there they go. So they're
I
announcing
guess.
what they're going to release in December.
Okay. So the next season probably starts in December then.
Have you played it before?
I have. I have not got super far deep into the end game. I have a friend who plays it. He gets through the campaign in like 3 hours or something stupid. And
Got mostly
he
through the
gets really far into the
campaign.
end game, but
I've never really gotten into the end game. I mean, I've gotten up and through having the siren unlocked, and some of that stuff, but I've never gotten like super far into the end game on it. Mostly, I'll play for a little bit and then kettle out because I don't have a
Yep.
large friend base that plays it. Unlike Diablo 3, which a bunch of my friends still jump in randomly on seasons, and
I don't know. I'm kind of like done with Diablo until they release a new one. I've done like 8 or 9 seasons, pretty far into it, and it's like, yeah, the build varieties are becoming less and less, and there's not really much new. And they're what are they on their like 3rd year of seasons or something stupid?
more than that.
It's like, hey, it's like season 48, and like, oh guys, just like be done with it.
Well, I mean, so like, hey, the last one where they added the companions and actually gave them full gear slots and stuff, I think that was really cool when they did that one, because then they've kind of kept it permanent. Um, I mean, I feel like they have a really small development team still working on it, so, and maybe they're trying some stuff out that they're going to put in Diablo 4.
Yeah.
But I think that they're going to pretty much be announcing Diablo 4 here shortly, that they're going to be releasing it in April of next year. At least that's the rumored.
Let's see what Google says about.
It's also like today, apparently they released the some of the casting for Deadpool 3.
Interesting.
Well, the interesting takeaway is actually, so one, they're going to have Owen Wilson in there reprising his role from Loki.
That'd be cool.
So somehow they're going to tie that in. Plus, apparently Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are going to be in it, reprising their role as Professor X and Magneto.
Nice.
And then the random one that I was like, was Jim Carrey is apparently going to have a role in it.
He's probably a bad guy.
Well, I'm just kind of curious, given that the last thing Jim Carrey said was he was retiring from filmmaking.
Oh, you give somebody enough money and they'll come out of retirement.
Well, he said unless the role was right. That was essentially what he said.
Oh,
He
fair.
said he would come out if the role was right. So maybe it's going to be a very interesting role.
GameSpot.com has confirmed an April 2023 release with pre-orders opening in December for Diablo 4.
Mm-hmm.
That was corroborated with an Xbox Zero podcast and Windows Central's sources. Tentatively corroborated that release month. So that's interesting.
Jim Carrey is supposed to be playing a character named Madcap. So I don't know anything about Madcap.
Okay. He drank a compound. Oh, no. The bus he was riding was struck by a tanker truck containing a chemical compound concocted by AIM. The compound X07 contains enzymes that promote a rapid healing of the human body. Madcap was thrown clear. Yeah, that would make sense that he's a Deadpool enemy then. Thrown clear during the accident, lay for several hours unconscious in a pool of the compound. And his faith was shattered, obviously, when he was being distraught by the deaths of family and friends. He threw himself in the path of an oncoming car, fleeing a hospital. Obviously, he didn't die from that.
So it's a bunch of immortals then?
A bunch of people who can't die fighting other people who can't die. Should be funny. He soon discovered he could cause whoever looked him in the eye to act crazily. Bored and delusional, he bought a toy soap bubble making gun from a dime store and stole a Harlequin outfit from the costume shop and invented the persona Madcap. He decided to wander New York, causing people to go crazy in order to demonstrate the meaninglessness of existence. Interesting. He crossed paths with Captain America, Nomad, Daredevil, She-Hulk, Ghost Rider, Thunderbolts, and Deadpool's never mentioned.
Notable aliases is Deadpool.
Interesting.
So he might be a Deadpool from another...
like a parallel universe.
Right. So since Deadpool was an alias of his, yeah, so that might be him from another universe.
The old multiverse.
Well, given that they have what's his name, Owen Wilson, reprising his role as Mobius.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And plus, at the end of Deadpool 2, how Ryan Reynolds went down and fucked with the timelines on an epic proportion.
Yeah, well, what can you say? I do like the Deadpool movies. This is probably some of my favorite movies right there. It's just well written, good humor, lots of good stuff.
I'm hoping that they can keep with it now that there's Disney at the helm, because apparently Deadpool 2, Disney was very leery, and it was already a signed deal before Disney got Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's R-rated, so that instantly limits the audience, which is not something Disney likes to do.
Well, that was why they came out with the re-release of Deadpool 2.
Was it not R when it was re-released?
No, they re-released a PG-13 version of it, which apparently the story is that they said that they wanted to do it, and Ryan Reynolds agreed to it if they could get him Fred Savage. And they apparently did. So that was, the whole premise of it was him doing the whole Princess Bride.
Oh, yeah.
And then during all the bad parts, they would cut away.
So. Yep. I've actually never seen I didn't even know that it came out as a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, they did it like that Christmas they released it. It was called, I think, Once Upon a Deadpool.
Oh.
I mean, but it's amazing, what Frank Savage did, given who his dad was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who Frank Savage's dad was, right?
Now that you say that, no, I don't.
Randy the Macho Man Savage.
Oh, jeez.
I'm kidding, of course, but yeah.
It's still funny.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna go. I will catch you later.
Yeah. It's good hanging out. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Well, I'll have to play this more often.
Sure, I'm down.
Probably on weeks where I don't like the mutator. Which is a week like this where it's like Dynasty and freaking B&B, which is like Dynasty is either an easy run or it's glitchy. So,
well, I know next week I'm probably gonna be playing a little bit more WoW, trying to get the new dungeons and all that stuff since they're gonna be releasing the content. But I figure probably a week or two after that I'll probably be once again kind of roaming the games,
roaming the store. So
cool. I try not to dedicate myself to one game too much because I get burned out.
Yep. That totally happens.
So I mean, kind of like a New World where it's like, hey, I'm 625 and I have 3 sets of gear right now, and it's like, do I really want to work on a 4th set of gear?
No.
I'd rather them have more content.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like the difficulties and cranking up difficulty, but it only goes so far. At some point in time, you're just punching yourself in the face and like, why am I doing this?
Did I already purchase all the campaigns, or did I get that for free or something?
So if you owned the first one, they gave you the second campaign for free already.
The Heart
so
of the Swarm campaign. Well, I could play the Legacy of the Void campaign.
They might. Well, so if you owned the Heart of the Swarm, then they gave you the Legacy, free. So if you whichever they gave you basically one expansion free.
Gotcha.
Because they did that when they came out with the new expansion. So basically, anyone who had Heart of the Swarm got the new expansion free, and everyone else got the next tier down.
Interesting. I don't have the only thing I can't play is this purchase to play is the Covert Ops one. So.
Yeah, that was a brand new package that they released with around Nova.
Interesting. Is that one worth it? Did you ever play it?
I haven't played it. I haven't done too much of the campaign. I'm actually about maybe a third or so into the Zerg campaign. They did a lot with the story though. So if you followed any of StarCraft 1, there is a lot of story there in the campaign mode.
There's a lot of there, yeah.
Around Kerrigan. Yeah. Oh yeah. Even like the whole campaign mode is done entirely different than what you'd expect. You have like a
Do they have
ship and a
co-op
base
campaign?
and you level. I don't think they have a co-op campaign.
That's sad.
But they have like a whole way of leveling and modifying troops, and you like if you do bonus objectives, you get extra levels for your troops. Or you can even do like side missions where you go and get like a mutation or an extra gun, kind of thing to unlock additional options
to use in the campaign. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'll give them that on the campaign. They did some really interesting things where it kind of gives you the feeling that you have choices.
Yeah. It's less linear, I suppose. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Asiago.
Catch you later. Chat. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. All right, chat. I stuck around because I want to do one on my own and see what the what the matchmaking is like. I'm gonna play as the Zerg again, this crazy dude. I guess. See if we find somebody. Let's see here. I'm gonna do one more. See how long this takes, chat. It's been pretty fun. You know, it's been a while since I've gotten back into the Starcraft franchise. It makes me want to play it. I will tell you that much. I don't know when I'd have time. I don't know. I know there's going to be... There potentially could be some time coming, but I know there's a lot of games releasing soon. So that's one thing. I don't know if it's going to match me up, chat. I don't know. This may not work. It's difficult to know how many players are there? Not now. Anybody that can count the number of players? No, not here. Lots of people streaming it. I don't know if I can count it or not. Might have trouble trying to find somebody. Well, it's gonna. So I get that guy. Unlocks additional level of infestation at the. Oh, okay, cool. Also unlocks an upgrade infesting comment. Increase the number of broodling spawned by infestation. Oh, wow. That would be crazy. Target location, Apocalypse. Apocalypse controllable. Fight for 60 seconds. Spawn the Apocalypse from the top panel. Interesting. Okay. Infected in cache. Oh, nope. We're getting to unlock falling over rate infested armor. Infested bunkers. Increase the life regeneration. Interesting. Interesting. All right, so we're going to try this again. So he's Rainer. And I am the crazy Zerg dude. Pay a sacrifice. Support Janara with both armies. Okay. Get that guy.
We require more minerals.
In the rear with the gear.
We need more minerals.
I am Janara, first ascendant of the Tal'Darim. One of Amon's remaining loyalists has dared to challenge me to Rakshir. He seeks to climb the chain and become High Lord. Keep your armies close to me. With their psionic support, I will end his ascent.
Roger.
I'm not sure what I need to defend. Okay. And I guess we put it there.
Bad news? Yeah, whatever.
Come on, baby.
We require more Vespine gas. More overlords required.
More overlords. I think I've got some on the way. I think one of these is an overlord, maybe.
I thought there were two of you in this fight. I expect support from both. Send your armies to my side.
Do that so that they go faster. Do that business.
We got enemy forces inbound on our base.
Nope, come back here.
You gonna give me orders? Outstanding.
These Terrans know nothing of pain.
Evolution complete.
Oh yeah. Go, go, go. Roger that. Tempo.
Where are the overlords? Where'd you go? Come here.
I require supplicants if I am to quell this uprising. Do not delay in sending me your armies.
Evolution completed.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. You know? Let's just poop out some things here.
Our allies are in combat.
Here, come down here.
A group of enemies seeks to support Amon's champion. Do not allow that to happen.
It seems our foes intend to attack us directly.
Target friendly or enemy structure.
Our allies' base is threatened.
Amon's hybrids are greatly enhancing his champion's strength. They must be eliminated immediately.
Our allies are in combat.
Infected engineering bay. An engineering bay, please. Oh, I need to come over here.
You got it. This better be good.
Not enough charges.
Our allies are in combat.
Okay, so I need lots more people.
The elementals of Slain may interfere with Rakshir if they wander too close to us. Slaughter them if possible. You have doomed the Tal'Darim commanders!
Come on, he's not even helping. Ah, he didn't attack them at all. Not helpful. I'll do that again, but the guy was not at all helpful. I'm gonna try one more time. Try to get a win. Oh, chat. We're playing some Starcraft tonight. Just wrapped up a nice little session with Lathin, or Zabat, as he is known in New World. Had a lot of fun. Yeah. It's been a pretty good night. I'm trying to do some match-made co-ops. Yeah, it's been a little slow going. I just had a teammate who was really useless. Yeah, he didn't do much for the what's this? Not available. Searching for a game. Get 1 free hug plus 4. Interesting. I don't know if I get experience for playing the customs or not. So we'll see here. Oh, matched up again. Maybe this one will be better. I want it to be better. Interesting.
We require more minerals.
Man, am I glad to see the two of you! My base is getting slammed by these Void Thrashers, and it can't take much more. I'm too busy fighting fires in here to handle them myself. You gotta destroy those Thrashers before they destroy this fortress!
So we have another base up there.
A Thrasher's gonna pop out of that rift real soon.
Right there. Actually, put it there. Okay. Sergeant Hammer's fortress. Interesting. Let's just snag one of you guys. Build me the barracks. Yeah. Hurry up with that. Hurry up.
Spawn more overlords.
I did spawn an overlord. Let's just get all kinds of overlords going here, chat. SCV ready. Do your thing, SCV. Let's get just a few more of those. I want you to come up to here to start pooping out stuff. Come over here. Come over here. More of those, please. Thank you. Get that going. Good.
We require more minerals.
100. Come on. Give me the stuff and things.
What's going on? Gotcha. Yep.
Make him jump. That's cool. Not enough charges. Yep, just. I don't know how long I have. Spawn infested marine. Oh, okay, yeah, like make them. I don't know why I wouldn't make them do that. Just puking. Just get going. Engineering bay, please.
Evolution.
More.
We require additional overlords.
Come here. Come down here.
There's the first Thrasher. Main objective is to kill it, and fast.
My infested will tear it down.
No, you stay over here.
Evolution complete. Void Thrasher slaughtered.
Think I hear some Void Thrashers knocking on our door. Let's get ready to answer.
Not enough Vespine.
I'm detecting an enemy attack. They're heading towards us now.
I guess he can probably have that. I should be good with this.
Hyperion's on its way.
Our allies are in combat.
Nice.
Unacceptable command. Our allies are in combat.
Here come the Thrashers, Commanders. Let's light them up.
What? Oh, I need to come up here.
Hey, the fortress is under attack.
Ready up. If that thing goes down, it's on us.
Our allies are in combat. Evolution completed.
Armed and ready.
Evolution complete.
Bad news?
We have slain a Void Thrasher.
We got some visitors heading for our base. They don't look too friendly.
Man, how many of these thrashers are they gonna send? Better get ready to handle them.
Keep your shirt on, Sparky. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Bang. In the rear with the gear. You're the boss. Yeah, whatever.
Our allies are in combat.
Your will. Yes. This better be good.
We share your structure, Paladin, yes?
Our forces are under attack. Evolution. Our allies are in combat.
Looks like the thrashers have arrived. Let's kick them back to the void.
Our allies are in combat.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Void thrashers are starting to burn a hole through the fortress's ceiling. So, you know, that seems bad.
Aye, aye, sir.
We have defeated a Void Thrasher.
Enemy forces are moving toward our base.
The fortress is under some pretty heavy fire. We gotta take these void thrashers down pronto.
Our allies are in combat. Void Thrasher obliterated.
More rifts. Thrashers can't be far behind. Get ready to torch them, would you?
Want some?
Busted factory.
This better be good. Good job, huh? This
Extractors must be mutated on a Vespine geyser.
Go ahead. Gotcha.
Archangel. I've been trying to get one myself for years. Listen, if you can, do me a favor. Torch that thing so I can rebuild it. Looks like that Archangel is making a break for it. I reckon it'll try repairing itself till you engage it again. Woo! I have got to get me one of those.
Our allies are in combat.
Lock and load. It's time to clear out some thrashers. Ha ha!
It's pretty fun, chat. We're getting there. We're getting there. Having fun.
Got an enemy
Build
attack
some of those
coming for our base.
guys.
Stay frosty.
You know, I'm gonna keep this. I don't think any of my guys are.
Sensors show only 3 Void Thrashers left. Fortress is under fire. If anyone wants to go and kill a Void Thrasher, I'd be much obliged.
Do not worry. We will kill anyone who gets close.
Diamondback, fast height. Yep.
Our allies are in combat. A Void Thrasher has been annihilated.
There we go. Sweet, sweet. All right.
All
I'm getting the hang of this one. This is kind of fun because you just literally pump out stuff. Score screen. That's fun. All right. I can get that. Let me know you're here, chat. Say hi. Say hi. Nice, nice. He's at 3. Well, unfortunately, though, I do appreciate you all saying hi, but I think that's going to be it for tonight. It's getting a little late. I need to get some sleep. I was up late last night doing New Worldy things. We might be doing New Worldy things tomorrow. New mutations, so we'll see what those are. If it's Laz, we're going to be grinding on some Laz mutators, chat. I need lots of things from that dungeon, and it should be fun. We will definitely come back and play this again. I had fun. It looks like enough people are still queuing on it that we can do a thing. We'll look at potentially buying some of these characters and seeing what we can get a hold of. I'm excited for that. Let me know in the comments. Oh, one last thing. If you're here hanging out, one last thing. VODs are moving over to YouTube. They're going to be uploaded in 1080p at a much higher bitrate than I'm streaming. So I'll be taking down the live streams over on YouTube and replacing them with VODs. That highlights the future of what's going to happen is as we grow. It seems like Twitch is the platform that's growing the most. As we continue to grow, I'll likely single stream to Twitch and upload VODs over to YouTube after the exclusivity clause has worn out, which I think is like 7 days or something. Don't get a ton of views over there, but the point is to just have them accessible. So go ahead and check me out. Follow me over on YouTube. You can look me up by Leonidas MCXII, and my channel will show up. I do appreciate you guys hanging out. It's been super fun. We had a lot of fun with Lathan. Playing a new game. I played it before, but this is still a new game. I haven't played it a ton. Haven't done any of the co-op, so this is a nice, I love PvE things. I love the different characters, different play styles. You do different things. So yeah, different types of mechanics. So we'll definitely be back tomorrow. At least I can't think of a reason why I wouldn't be. You can follow me on Twitter to get updates. I try to post there if things don't work, but yep, it seems like stream stabilizer. I'm getting lots of great recordings. Lots of good stuff. Hope you guys had fun. Hope everything looked good, sounded good, all the fun things. I'll get better at unmuting the right thing when the stream starts, chat. So don't worry. We will get better. Anyway, I hope you guys all had a great night. Have a good night's rest. Have some fun playing the games, whatever you're playing. And we will catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.